Hey everybody, welcome back to Revival Tournaments. This is Big Will, although it might not sound like it given the fact that my voice sounds like this. I sound like I've been smoking a pack a day for the last 20 years, but really what happened is I'm just sick and I threw out my voice the other day on accident. Oopsie. Anyway, we're going to get into one of our first bracket sets here. We have monchooo, kind of an up-and-coming player. He played in the last Revival. I know he did fairly well. He's been around various circuit tournaments ever since. And Kollin7, someone who's very established within the ADV community. Every ADVer knows him. Every ADVer respects him. He's a great player. Alright, let's get into game one here. So we're going to start off with Metagross and Tyranitar. So T-Tar going to make that instant pivot into Skarmory. Of course, that can be a little scary because of the possibility of Houdini, but we are going to see a Meta Mag, and that's kind of a way that this can go the same type of way as Houdini. As a Skarm player, Metagross lead mashing into you non-CB, you have to be aware that there's more than likely a Magneton in the back. Here comes Gira, so we're going to see some kind of fizz-off here from monchooo, more than likely. It could be like the Vapicuno Triple ED team, something like that. That one is Meta Skarm Mag. Okay, it's Lax, so it's probably Meta Skarm. Sorry, not Meta Skarm Mag. Meta Mag, Gira, Lax, Dull, Tar, Lax Menstar, something of that nature. Kollin looks like he has a pretty standard Spikes offense. We do see the Mixed Ments, so my personal preference way to fill this out would be Gar, Celebi, and Swampert, but you can do, Curse Brick. That's a fun way to get around the restriction of Focus Punch, although I do like Curse Focus Punch too. And yep, there's an offensive Celebi, so I am going to assume we're going to be seeing Pert and either Arrow or Gar, depending on Collin's preference. Last Arrow is probably going to be pretty good in this game, but okay, there's the Arrow. So alright, so from this position it looks like, yep, the Mag pivot makes sense. Mag and Meta can both come in, and Pert does cover both pretty nicely. Toxic comes out here, as Mag is just going to drop to an Earthquake. Okay, I was a little curious whether this might be Ref 3 attacks, offensive Swampert. I think that's a good set here, because you want to put as much pressure on Skarm as you can with that kind of team. Sorry, I need a little bit of water, but yep, Gira actually a nice pivot there to lock in the HP hidden power there, which is gonna end up being HP Bug. And the DD gonna come out here versus the Mixed Mets. Of course, Gira does live one, so any move here, be it Thunder Wave, HP Rock, etc., is gonna be pretty strong here. Looks like it's just HP Flying. Okay. Unboosted HP Flying, gonna do nothing. That is a pretty bulky Swampert, I think. And yeah, we see that it's a pretty bulky Swampert because Gira's sub, the Ice Beam does not break it. You need not a whole lot of special attack for that to be true. And so, yeah, monchooo is gonna find potentially a little bit of an advantage here, but his Gira is notably HP Flying and not HP Rock, meaning maybe from 60 plus 2 HP Flying can kill, but you have to get through the Pert first, and it doesn't look like that will be the case. So it looks like we're going to be seeing, I would guess, Celebi will follow and then click Psychic. That would be your best click from monchoo's end, because it'll dome the arrow. It might not kill the arrow from 60, but it'll do a really... Oh, it actually does just kill the arrow. It's a very strong offensive Celebi. But you do actually, I think, depending on your spec, you can live one from Mixed Ments from 88. You should be able to. And yep, we're going to see the DD Tar pivot. Oh, dodging the Fire Blast is actually kind of a big dodge, because there's a chance that if Fire Blast did like 15-ish%, which is pretty reasonable, it could have been set into Brick Break range. It is max HP. Oh, okay, you're not going to be in Brick Break range. You're at 70, you're at 80, no, you're at 77. Oh, you are. Wow, okay, I'm kind of surprised. So it's all up to Metagross now. Metagross, if Agility does live one, or you can just live one and boom. I don't know why I'm thinking you do Agility. Yeah, but either way, very nicely played from monchooo. That offensive Celebi put in a lot of work, and that Gyarados really applied a lot of pressure in the mid game, but I think the biggest surprise was the Curse Brick Break Lax. I think that was really, really nice. Just kind of outpacing Collin's spike offense here, but if you're using Mag, your team is meant to play with one spike up, typically. Unless it's mag spin, but that's a whole different type of thing, right? Alright, we're going to get into game 2. I'm going to keep it consistent here. Alright, we see Tyranitar and Tyranitar. Lock can happen here. Let's see what happens. Skarmory is the most obvious pivot. Calling, clicking, Earthquake signals either Taunt or Mag. It is Taunt. Okay. So we'll see if Kollin uses the Tox. He does. And monchooo, oh, that's actually a beating for Taunt-Toxtar. Wow. And the Metagross follow. Yeah, the thing with Taunt-Toxtar is you got to be willing to take big swings. And that does nothing. Whoa. Whoa, that does nothing. Okay. And Kollin's own Skarm going to come in here. And since Kollin's... Yeah, the Skarm on Kollin's team is probably also Taunt, if I had to guess. Because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to let up momentum into the opposing Skarmory when you inevitably get caught. Because the way that it works is... versus Taunt-Toxtar, there are a lot of windows where you can double in your own Skarm, like out of something that threatens Tar out to try and get a lair, and you can Skarm is pretty good at covering those for the most part. So Taunt Skarm is a very nice partner for Taunt-Toxtar, but Taunt-Toxtar looking like it's about to just kind of die here with a whimper. Well, I get a flinch on Blissey. You go flinch, taunt, expense follow. Okay, no. Tries to just taunt the Skarm. I believe we might... Yeah, Skarm can... The other thing is Skarm can kind of just stay and get infinite leftovers recovery versus Taunt-Toxtar. But the nice thing is normally Taunt-Toxtar gets the same leftovers recovery, but in this case, the Thief Skarm was actually very much so a beating for it. But yeah, looks like Kollin is a pretty similar structure. Different tar set. I'd be a little surprised to see... I think I'd be a little surprised to see Arrow here. Just go to Celebi. Maybe I wouldn't be. I don't know. I think Arrow's still pretty likely, but for monchoo's end, I'm gonna guess it's probably just a nice little Salamence last expense type thing. This is a very classic structure. Typically has a Salamence last, but could also be a Zapdos, I suppose. But yeah, this Leech Celebi is going to be applying pressure here. This Leech looks like it's Leech Recover, given the fact that I clicked HPRs. And Singbliss is an interesting tech. Singbliss is quite strong. Especially, it's good. It's very good at sleeping things like Skarm and sleeping physical attackers on the swap, like Metagross / Tyranitar, etc., etc. But with Tar almost dead, the ideal target, or Tar already dead, sorry, the ideal target for this thing is going to be the Skarm. But the Starmie has kind of just established spike control, so I'm guessing there's no Gar from Kollin's end. With Leech Recover, is it like Starmie? It's like Starmie Metagross? Or like Doll Metagross? Probably? One of those two. Oh, it's Rachi. So it's probably Rachi Doll then. Okay, sure. The tricky thing... Oh, it's Doughlast. Okay, sure. You got it. Is this like the old CBTAR team then? It might be. What did Tar take damage from? I'm trying to find it. I don't remember. It might have just been a spike. No, but even if it's a spike that signals, it's probably just the old CBTAR team with, yeah, this is just the old CBTAR team. Okay, cool. Nice. I don't know how I didn't clock that. I'm kind of washed, I guess. But anyway, yeah, this Mixed Ments looks pretty ready to put on a lot of pressure with the Blissey Leeched. You do need to be a little bit careful here. Yep, you're just going to go right back into Celebi to absorb an Ice Beam. So you have a pretty nice engine going here as Kollin. Even though you can't establish a spike, you can kind of start to bleed out Blissey's PP a little bit, which will make it a little easier for Mixed Ments and eventually Rachi to get something going. But this is a pretty tough Rachi matchup, all things considered. It's... Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's not CBTAR. It just switched in and took lefties. Never mind. Okay, I'm stupid. But, it's... Double Nat Cure plus Doug is a really tough Rachi matchup. I'm guessing it's Tox Rachi on Collin's team. It might be with Leech, HP Grass, Celebi. It's probably Tox Rachi and Claydol. But yeah, it's a tough matchup. So we'll see if Collin's able to find a way in. I think... Oh, monchooo just trades the whole Skarm there for a layer? Couldn't you have just gone Blissey? There's no spike up. I guess you get put in an awkward spot if you think he's just gonna spam Brick Break after, but like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like that was not the move. I feel like, yeah, I don't think trading the whole joint for one layer was the move, because now you're kind of just gonna... You can't switch it... Well, I guess you can switch it in, Skarm on Skarm. It's pretty reasonable, but I think you should have gone Skarm there then if you're gonna commit to this line. I guess, but no, I could see it though, because then you're kind of just letting Kollin... Like, you just be matching layers, and Kollin probably has a spinner too, so I understand, sure. And that's a heads-up drill pack from Kollin to keep the Skarm at around 20-ish%. This Mence with a spike up now looks very dangerous. D-Claw is going to pick off this Skarmory. Well, it would have from 23, 29, I don't know. Yep, you have to do Fire Blast. Okay, it does. The Skarmory is dead. So now if Kollin has a Claydol, is a great time. Not right this second, but it's starting to become a pretty solid time to reveal it. Celebi also looks pretty dangerous with the spike up, especially considering it's bold and it's not even in normal HP bug range right now. At 80, it's like, that's like a max roll to kill it from HP bug. It's like 68 to 80, I think is the roll. But yep, and Kollin playing... Oh, that's a potentially tough freeze. It does mean Starmie will kind of dominate the game state for a little bit. Okay, never mind. And this is what you want to see as Kollin. In this type of matchup, in order to get this Rachi going, the number one thing you're going to want to see is chipping the Doug with spikes. That's just the general rule of, like, playing a team like Kollin's versus a Doug team. If you want your Celebi and Rachi to be able to operate at max capacity, because right now the Celebi's kind of in danger, all things considered. Skarm will be able to hold a layer here more than likely. It might take a T-Wave, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, just going to have to switch out. And then it can layer. It could just get Song. Yep, okay. But anyway, back to what I was saying. One of your primary methods of making this type of making progress versus a team like monchooo is going to be, you gotta keep one spike, and you gotta keep you gotta get your Skarm to click Roar as many times as you can, because that's going to chip down the meta, the Tar, and the Doug, which are really the three offensive threats. If you can deal with those, Starmie Blissey is going to be a tough defensive core for you to break. Brother, oh, tries to call out, I believe. What would have come in there even on Focus? Focus for who? Like, because it's Claydol. His rock resist is Claydol. There, you click HP Bug, and it covers both of those, right? And if you pick off the Celebi, you're in such a good spot. Like, your Blissey is in a really, really good spot if you pick off the... I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't love that Focus Punch. Oh, it is HP Fire. I don't know why. Okay. Well, if it's HP Fire, I don't know why I thought it was HP Grass this whole time. He clicked into Tar earlier, and I just, like, blanked on it. But, sorry, that was... So, I just spent, like, 10 minutes talking about nothing, basically, is what we've just learned. But, so it's probably not a Claydol, then. I would guess it's probably a CM Rachi and maybe, like, maybe a Metagross from Kollin7 then. Or, like, maybe a Swampert. This is probably... Yeah, but this Mixed Mence looks like it's primed. It's going to kill the Metagross for sure. I think Claw kills from 19. Claw should kill from 19. Oh, Hard Blissey? I don't love Hard Blissey, because now you're in Brick Break range, dude. Like, you have to pivot now. Yeah. I think the pieces are kind of falling apart for monchooo here at the end of this game. I think after a while he kind of just lost a little bit of patience is what happened, and that led to his downfall. Because as we can see, he's kind of like, the focus punch was very aggressive, and then he started trading pieces. Like, he immediately traded like most of his Metagross and then his Blissey, etc. But yeah, I think he's kind of just opened himself up at this point. Even to just Skarmory. Like, Skarmory looks super strong in this endgame. I don't know what's in the back from Kollin. Like I said, I'm guessing it's probably something that's also rock resistant. Like Claydol or Swampert or Metagross, but I guess I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, Skarm's just gonna clean this game up. Yeah, Screech don't matter. Your Metagross is dead now, buddy. Yep. And we do see the forfeit come out from Monchi there. So yeah, that was an interesting game. I'm pretty sure Collin's last was like a Swampert or something. And I just misinterpreted his Celebi set. I thought for some reason it was like defensive Celebi. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's... Yeah, but Leech 3 attack Celebi did the Leech 3 attack Celebi thing where it just dominates versus Blissey teams. It's so good in this type of matchup. Anyway, oop, I clicked start on this game to make sure I had the right replays. Oopsie. Here we go. Alright. Anyway, into game 3 here, you've already seen a little bit of what happens, but I haven't seen past this, so. Alright, we have Magneton coming from the Swampert lead. Pert Mag is interesting. Fori does just get raw HP fired, and we see Fori Doug. Oh, is this double spikes? Did Monchi bring double spikes? He did. Okay. Interesting. We'll see how Collin's team is able to match up into this. I have a feeling okay, and this is a Leech Recover, so I have a feeling, given the revealed Mons, there's probably a defensive Starmie in the back to remove some spikes. But there might not be. It might just be the standard Skarmag with a different lead. It might just be like, or like this, I call it the Starmaster special. I don't know who actually made it, but it's the Skarmory, Magpert, Celebi, Blissey, Arrow team. I always think of Starmaster when I think of that team. Okay, there's a T-Tar, probably Pursuit, I would guess. But being brought in versus the Blissey means it's probably going to bluff Fizz, if nothing else. He does not click Fire Blast, he clicks Ice Beam. Okay, sure. Ice Beam is reasonable because Doug can potentially hard there. Stays clicking Ice Beam. He might not have Fire Blast with Mag. That's a reasonable choice. A reasonable chance, I guess. Oh, that's a very heads-up double from Kollin there, actually. Celebi covered Suicune the best, and Suicune's obviously going to come versus Special Tar there, I think. And it also can just stay versus Blissey and click Leech Seed too, because you're not in range of Doug after spikes. So you don't really care. But yeah, monchooo has kind of established the double spikes position that you're looking to establish, which is, it's a mag team, but you traded your Fori for a layer, and you are in a spot where you can potentially just start grinding out the game. But oh, that actually is an off-gon, I think. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, that should be an off-gon. Okay, so it's the same as the off-gon team I use, but it's Celebi instead of Zapdos. Okay, sure, I gotcha. But yeah, without being able to mag the Skarm, off-gon's not going to be as big of a threat, but off-gon can still get it done. It's going to be a very strong Doug punish in this game. Skarm plus Boldcoon is a little annoying for it still, but with the Celebi partner, I think it should be fine. Monchooo can kind of end the game whenever he chooses by making a Doug double on Celebi, though, is the one thing. Like, if he goes Doug right here and just clicks HP Bug, you don't need your Doug for anything else. He doesn't. Oh. You can go Doug and click. Well, he doesn't have a follow though. Never mind. That doesn't work. Ignore me. I'm stupid. So at some point, there's a chance he could find a Doug double with Celebi chipped a little bit by either Skarm Drill Peck or Blissey Ice Beam or something, etc. Or just the spikes. If he is able to kill the Celebi, I think Suicune just wins instantly. So I'm a little wary of that from Kollin's end. I think you have to be a little careful with how you play your Celebi. Yeah. Monchoo Skarm is doing exactly what should be done right now, though. Just mash Roar, try and chip the Celebi as much as you can. Oh, okay, Celebi's going to come in directly on Claydol here. Trying to come on Skarm and just trade down, which I really like that play. Yup. Absolutely just trade down here. You can click Leech into the Bliss too. Just recovers. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, because you don't want to get caught lacking if Doug potentially comes on Leech there. So I don't blame that. I don't blame you for that play now. And now so Kollin's Skarm is almost certainly toxic, but with Claydol so chipped, it's going to be a little like Kollin's Skarm can kind of start to dominate the game a little bit. It should be pretty good into all of the other Pokemon. Notably, it is slower than Monchoo Skarm. So let's see how that goes. Is it Drill Peck? If it's Drill Peck, we're in a good spot. This is probably Refresh Claydol if I had to guess. We'll see though. It might be Boom. It might have to be Boom for offense. Let's rest. Oh Jesus. Yep. So Kollin's just gonna layer up here and then probably bring. Let's protect. Just wants an extra turn with the spikes, I guess. Yeah, you're not beating this 1v1 as Toxicrown. You're gonna have to find an in. Yep, and Air Mirror there is gonna take another toxic PP. I'm thinking that with Rest Doll, Monchoo is pretty favored here. Well, yeah, because, okay, Offcon can't get through Suicune and Skarmory without magging the Skarm, right? And Celebi's only going to have so much Leech PP left is the tricky thing. So, I don't know. I feel like Skarmory should have this almost in the bag for Monchoo. Like, the one issue is you're going to run into, like, Roar PP issue, I guess. But yeah, you're chipping the Sutar down now, and it doesn't have Fire Blast because of the Meg, so you're really not under any threat unless you get frozen. No freeze. Tar has one more in. Swampert's nearly dead, too. Yeah, the last bastion of hope for Kollin is this Celebi, but the problem is it's going to be put in a position, the fewer Pokemon you get, where it's going to get dugged. So, like, you can just right now... Yeah, it's a free roar. It's a free roar, yeah. I think what you can do to really put this game away as Monchoo is you can force the Celebi out with Roar and then use your Suicune to bring it back in and then double on it. I think that's how you really close out the game really, really fast here. Tara's going to come and take Leech, but yeah, this looks super duper over. We'll see what ends up happening, but I don't. I'm trying to figure out what Kollin's way out of this is. I don't know. I think Suicune has to be put in some kind of dangerous position here, which I don't think it really can. I mean, you're gonna switch out, aren't you? No, you're just gonna stay and click rest. Wait, maybe that's how he loses. Oh, that could be it. Yeah. For the record, I don't know the outcome of this set. I'm just trying to figure out if Monchoo can lose at this point, which toss here? Do you have toss? Yeah, you probably do. Might be CM actually. No, you have Rorquin. You don't need CM. Probably wish, right? Yeah, we're just taking all the Ice Beam PP from this thing. So Kollin is going to... He's just throwing the Scarm, really? Throwing the Scarm to dug this? I don't think this is a big threat, homie. Then what? Collin's gonna go Celebi, yeah. That Scarm was really good, man. Wait, a path is open now, I think, for Kollin. With Scarm dead and Suicune asleep, there's a way. There's a way. I see it. Let's see if Kollin sees it. I don't think you're ever supposed to throw Scarm there. Because I think you're, like, if you're gonna let your Suicune go to sleep, you need to keep your Skarmory so that there's no chance of any Flygon shenanigans. But even then, I don't even know if it's a possibility. Because Restall just has so much control over the hazard game in this game. Yeah, Skarm's gonna come back in and relayer up again. But yeah, Claydol just dominates this thing so thoroughly. And you can't really double on this Claydol either. The one way to do it would have been with Pursuit Tar, but there's 3 spikes up. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, the Bliss is Aroma, of course it's Aroma. Never mind, it's Rest Claydol, yeah. Rest Claydol, Rest Suicune, Aroma. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Alright. Yeah, so we're starting to see the end of the game here. I don't know, I still kind of think Offgun can do it. If it gets one lucky flinch on Suicune, but we'll see. I'll put this on fast. Okay, so, yup. Suicune's gonna take a bunch of residual here. Probably just leaks Rest, right? On this turn? Yeah. Frees itself from the Toxic. Skarm's gonna keep layering right back up. With Claydol asleep, you kind of have to do it while Claydol's asleep, I think. But now, yep, Blissey gets to click Aroma, so Claydol wakes up. But now, actually, wait, Blissey's really chipped now. Is it doable? Hold on, Blissey's really chipped now. How much Spikes PP does Kollin have? 17? It's like almost there. I still don't think monchooo should lose, but it's like almost. That's a triple protect, by the way. Monchooo says, please go for the 4th. What a good sport. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, folks. Never mind. Roaring to Celebi there, we had something going, but we've been flagging, like, can flinch? No, okay. Yeah, now you just go back to Skarm here. Yeah, that does no type of damage. It is off guard. Wow, that sounded really bad. I don't think I was dying. I'm not, though. Thankfully. Yeah, there's like almost a path, but Monchoo's Restall is again managing to navigate him out of any sort of trouble. At 33 though, you have to spin versus Skarm. This has HP Bug, dude. Does he know this has HP Bug? Oh, it lived. Oh. Oh, I thought he was about to get pack watched right there. That would have been really something. Yeah, now he's crit fishing, but like, do you have a better play? I don't think so. You can just start taking rests with on HP bugs. Sure, man. That's the way to do it, I guess. And if you have a crit, you just kill the Claydol, which is kind of awesome. Crit right now, let's see it. Nah. Well. Yeah, we're gonna see Rest take all of the HP bugs, I think. We could. He is favored to get a crit by, like, odds wise, technically, so. Let's see. I mean, it's either gonna happen or it doesn't. Kollin has 8 more chances to get this crit. 7 more chances. 6 more chances. 5. 4. Well, actually, it's only. He needs HP bugs to kill it, so. 3. He needs it right now. Didn't get it. Well, I'd probably forfeit here as him. He sees something I don't, apparently. Oh, he does see something I don't. Whoa. And does this outspeed? Okay, it doesn't outspeed. Sets up a curse. It is going to live S-Toss or Beam. Suicune can come here. Does. Oh, he's giving the Bliss? Wait a minute. Chat, it's getting crazy. Chat, it's getting crazy in here. Hold on. I'm thinking Curspert might be forcing something here. Wait a minute. Kollin just wins, I think. Oh, Roaring to Off-Gun was game, man. You just layer up here. Yup, just layer up versus the Doug. Perfect. Get all your layers so that when you next time, so that the Doug only has one more in after this. You roar now. This is wow. Dude, Kollin does win. Oh my god. That's crazy. I thought Suicune was going to get to a point where it was going to close out the game before this. I really think what happened is that monchooo wasn't aggressive enough with Dugtrio. That's literally what it came down to. Yep, this is gonna flinch right now. Nice. Wow. That was a crazy game, chat. I really think what had to happen though was monchooo had to play aggressive and trap that Celebi. Because once the Celebi was gone, like, Skarmory was the only thing in the way of a Suicune win, and you can start to chip away at that Skarm slowly over time because there's no leech to heal it, right? So you can just keep, like, +1 surfing into the Skarm as it comes in, and all of a sudden it's like, it gets to a point where it's a little too much to overcome. But yeah, that was a very crazy game. Kollin was on, like, a razor's edge for most of that one, I would say. He's pretty disadvantaged from lead, but ends up finding the craziest line of all time. And monchooo did not just, well, actually, I think if he just tossed, he won versus the Pert. I need to go back, though. Like, here. Let's go back a few turns. No, it's before this. Here, this turn. Like, what percent is coming in? He gets crit, and then 26. Oh, maybe not then. No, I think he actually just loses. Never mind. No, I think he just loses. Never mind. Okay. But I think, yeah, I really think the main thing was you just had to trap that Celebi at some point. you have to play really aggressive with your dog in this matchup. But anyway, yeah, it was a fun one, very long one, but very fun one. monchooo, Kollin, you know, very exciting set to commentate. So Kollin is going to be moving on deeper into the main bracket of ADV Revival 2. monchooo is out at 25th, I believe. So yeah, I've been Big Will. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.